please like and subscribe.
Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, or just if you feel drawn to the reading. Okay, Pisces, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your morphic field. So if you feel like I'm not speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Okay, Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for Pisces person, and for the cross watcher. Thank you. And what's on the bottom of the cups is the Five of Swords upright. Okay. Very, very interesting. I'll leave this up here. Sorry, you guys, that I have not been had to take a step away from the channel for a bit. The auroras that came onto the planet really affected me. And I just felt so exhausted. This high dimensional energy was coming into my being, into my aura, everything. A lot of people were very tired, exhausted. That was why, especially up here, like in North America. So absolutely, okay. But I'm back, yay. All right, you guys, let's have a look here. What's going on, Pisces? So somebody feels like they are working hard with no results. They feel like they've done, this is you, Pisces, or somebody else, the you that's in your life. Somebody feels like very impatient. They feel uneasy. They have anxiety about something. They feel uneasy about something. They're impatient with themselves or their life or with somebody else. I don't know. There's been imprudent actions. There's been unwise investments. They feel they've made imprudent actions. They feel they've made unwise investments. And they feel like they've been working with no results. They've been working all this time with no results. Oh, I'm just getting self-sabotage. What I'm feeling. This may not resonate for all of you, but for one of you anyway, I'm feeling self-sabotage. Just because of the unwise investments. If this person feels like they've been working super hard. Okay. So in the recent past, you or somebody else, Pisces, became aware. There was a great sense of disappointment because you became aware that you or somebody else was dealing with somebody who was incredibly immature. Very, very immature. It made somebody feel like giving up. It destroyed someone's confidence, whatever happened in the past. that disappointed somebody because of someone else's emotional immaturity. It destroyed someone's confidence, just obliterated it, and put them into a ten of swords. There's been some clarity come in and about the deception. There's been a deception exposed. It's not a huge deception. It's a minor deception, but it's still a deception. And this person, whoever this is, who self-sabotage themselves, or the person who's observing this person self-sabotaging them, whoever this is, somebody has to make a very difficult decision. They are still in the process of developing self-esteem. They are still in the process of developing the inner samurai. In the future energy coming up to you, there's going to be a sudden awareness. Somebody is going to choose happiness, and there's going to be a level of acceptance. There's going to be a reconnection here. Somebody either tried to self-sabotage the relationship or the friendship or their job or something. But there's going to be a reconnection here, a rebirth of a relationship, a rebirth of a union here. And it's going to make one of you or the both of you feel very, very seen, very acknowledged, very recognized. And you're going to feel very successful. It's going to be very successful. But the Five of Swords energy overall, this is supporting the entire reading. The Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. And Aquarius energy, this is not directed at any specific individual Aquarius. This is overall Aquarius energy. And Aquarius energy in its shadow form, in its overall shadow form, before it becomes the star, before Aquarius becomes the star, Aquarius has to go through its own shadow, which means seeing its own Machiavellianism, seeing its own willingness to do whatever it takes in order to win. That's Machiavellianism. That's like, I'm going to break these laws, I'm going to tell these lies, I'm going to bend these rules, I'm going to sabotage this part of this person's life and that person's life in order to win. That's Machiavellianism. And somebody probably was not intending to destroy anybody's life. That was just making an example. But even self-sabotage in order to, it's almost like someone's not happy and they're, I need to bring that into the, okay. They're asking me to bring this into the reading. Okay. It's like the spirit of sabotage is here. When the spirit of sabotage rears its head in someone's life, it's because something needs to be dismantled. When the saboteur, I call it the saboteur, when the saboteur rears its head in someone's life, it's because something needs to be dismantled. And if you don't take the saboteur consciously by the hand, acknowledge its presence in your life, take it by the hand and say, okay, what do we need to dismantle here? If you ignore that energy and pretend it doesn't exist, it will sabotage. It will do what you've hired it to do. It's in your life because you called it into your life for some reason, regardless if you're aware of it or not, you or somebody else. And if you don't take it by the hand and consciously say, okay, the wrecking ball is here. I've hired the wrecking ball to come into my life. But if you're not aware, if you choose not to acknowledge it, it will destroy something in your life. It could get you fired. It could break up your marriage. It could get you arrested. It could humiliate you. It will definitely humiliate you. It'll guaranteed humiliate you. It will guaranteed embarrass you. And it'll guaranteed sabotage you. It's here to serve you. But it's like, how do I say this, Creator? Give me an example. Give Pisces an example. Okay, here we go. A lawnmower. Creator's just giving me a lawnmower image. You turn on a lawnmower because the grass is too high. The grass has to be cut down because it's too high. It just looks ugly. It looks awful. Pretty soon it's going to be impossible to cut. So you got to get it under control. If you're going to have a picnic in it and play with your kids in it, the grass has to come down. So you get the lawnmower out. Lawnmower's there. It's a lawnmower is a destructive thing. Very interesting analogy, Creator. The lawnmower will cut your grass, but the lawnmower will chew everything else up in its path if you're not in control of it. It'll shred all your flowers. It'll rip apart your garden you planted all year long. It will chew up all your lawn ornaments, kill your pets. I'm not even kidding. If you let your lawnmower run, turn it on and just let go of it and let it go all over the yard, guess what's going to happen to your yard? That's what I mean about the saboteur. So somebody has hired the saboteur, somebody has called the saboteur energy into their life. Okay, let's do some clarification, Creator. Let's see what's going on here. What is the Seven of Wands about? Why does somebody feel like giving up? Why does Pisces or Pisces person feel like giving up? Why do they feel they have a destroyed sense of confidence? Why does somebody feel like giving up, Creator? What happened? Why does someone feel like giving up? Oh, okay. So there was some sort of a bond being made, a third party that was being made behind someone's back. There may not have been anything like sexual going on, but there was some sort of a bond going on. I'm getting the sense more and more that this is a marriage. When this bond came out, when something happened because it was exposed, because it put either a friendship, maybe it isn't a marriage, maybe it's just a friendship, and the other friend was making friends with somebody else. Maybe the other person didn't like their friend's new friend. But it put a relationship, it tipped it over. It tipped it over. all of the balance, all of the abundance. Yeah, there was some sort of friendship that was being formed that had strings attached, to it. Somebody wanted to have a sense of acknowledgement. Somebody was trying to change their life, trying to make themselves feel seen. Someone was feeling very lonely. Someone was feeling unseen, and they wanted to feel seen. And I feel like they felt seen in this deceptive Three of Cups energy. They felt seen in it. There was a greedy energy here. It was stingy and very possessive. Very, very possessive. I'm getting that the other person maybe found out. Maybe you or your person found out. Maybe whoever was getting into a third party, some sort of bullshit here, someone found out about it. Yeah, they got possessive. They felt greedy. They no longer wanted to give to the relationship, and they felt like giving up. What is the moon, creator? What is the moon? What is the moon? What is the moon, creator? What happened? What was the deception about? What was it? Well, we already know sort of what the deception was about, but why did the deception happen? Oh, interesting. Very, very fascinating energy here. Okay. So with this deceptive energy, somebody was looking to leave their marriage, this friendship. Maybe it was a family. But someone was looking to leave and looking to go out into the world. They were looking for clarity. They felt a lack of purpose. There was a spirit of confusion and diversion, like distraction. They were trying to, instead of dealing with their issues that they felt with, they'd rather run away. They'd rather leave than deal with, and that's so common, people. Oh my gosh, that's so common. Many people don't know how to deal with their lives. They'd rather run from the marriage, run from the family, create a new family, whatever. Maybe they can't maybe they can't deal with, let's see what's going on here. They felt some it put somebody else, oh man, it made somebody else incredibly angry, very, very, very defensive, very bitter, maybe even cruel. It made somebody very cruel, very bitter, very cold-hearted. And it's the end of a cycle. Whatever's have to happen has shifted something permanently within somebody. Something has shifted permanently within somebody. Some sort of a fixed energy has been shifted in some way. It's made a person take a last stand toward the other person. It's made somebody take a last stand. Maybe toward themselves, maybe toward the other person, maybe about the situation. And with this last stand came an affirmation of justice. There was invoked power for good, a whirling force of strength through trouble. And somebody, maybe both of you, somebody was very determined to overcome this. Very determined to overcome this. What is the Two of Cups, Creator? What is the Two of Cups? New deck. What is the Two of Cups? Holy smoke. Oh my God. Holy smoke. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. So there is some sort of a magician here, because they kind of hung themselves up in order to get, this person's going to hang themselves up in order to get really clear. Maybe some of you have already done this. For others of you, you're still in the process of doing this, of getting clear in order to hang yourself up in order to get enlightened, in order to find the answer. It's a type of a vitriol. You're going within to get your answer. You're waiting for your answer. There was a broken sequence here. Somebody broke a pattern. Broken sequence. I don't feel like they broke a cycle. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Something has shifted within somebody that has broken something within them. Something within them will never be the same. Some sort of a new strength that's come in, a new clarity, new clearness, new okay, something from the last reading, from Aquarius's reading, is coming into this reading. What I'm getting is like the pattern that was broken when somebody was betrayed here. There was a third party aspect here. There was some sort of a third party being developed here that had strings attached to it. I'm getting the person who found this out. I'm getting the person who was being betrayed. When they went into vitriol, they went into like the Ten of Swords. They went into vitriol. They went into the underworld. They were pinned under the weight of horrific truth. Whoever, and maybe this is both of you. This is probably more than likely both of you. How does it feel when you're betrayed? And think about, how does it feel when you betray someone else? You go into vitriol, you go into the Ten of Swords just as much as they do. If not even more. Well, depends on your sense of conscience and sense of merit also too. I know very well some people that would betray a person and look and have no betray a person unapologetically. Like what like not knowing at all what they've done. But that person, whoever, that example is not on this table. Okay, whoever this is, it feels what they've done. They feel their sense of betrayal and what they've done to the other person. They see the other person in this state, and they themselves are now in this state. So whoever was betrayed, being caught in a keeper current. For those of you that don't know what a keeper current is, it's found in rivers. It's a keeper current, a very strong, fast-moving water that creates a current that pulls you, that goes all the way down to the bottom of the river and back up on the other side. In real life, if a person gets caught in a keeper current and fights it, they will drown. You got to trust the strength of the water. Take a deep breath if you can and go in, and it'll pull you all the way down very quickly because the water is so strong. It's very fast moving, cold as hell probably, but very fast moving water, very swift. And when it takes you down, when it took this person down to the bottom, they met with Pluto. And that's what I'm feeling this broken sequence is about. This is a breaking of a cycle. What happened in the Aquarius reading is, and I'm getting the same for this reading. Whoever was betrayed had a sense that they weren't enough without the other person. They weren't enough without a marriage outside, like by themselves, they weren't enough. By themselves, they weren't valuable enough, important enough. They needed the other person. Well, when you find yourself in the underworld by yourself, because you only go into the underworld by yourself, where's your person? Where's anybody? We're born alone and we die alone. That's the way it is. The things we go through with betrayal and coming up on the other side of a keeper current, the things we learn from Pluto when we're in the underworld. So, okay, here we go. Somebody who thought they weren't enough and that they needed the other person in order to be somebody or be fulfilled, be whole, be some sort of illusion. They were living under an illusion. They were living under an illusion. So when they went to see Pluto, when they went to the underworld, when they were caught in the Keeper current, and the current took them all the way down to the bottom of the river, which is symbolic of meeting with the Lord of the underworld, Pluto, because it's the darkest at the bottom of the river. There's, at the bottom of any ocean, at the bottom of any water, unless it's a really shallow pond, there won't be a lot of light. And meeting with Pluto, you will see, like, Pluto makes you aware, why does this reality, why is this situation have any power over you? Why are you in a 10 of Swords? Why does this situation have power over you? What are you doing here? Why are you in the underworld? What are you doing here? Why does this situation have any power over you? And you get to see, Pluto basically asks you, what have you sold your soul for? You sold a piece of your soul, a piece of your confidence, a piece of your independence, a piece of your sovereignty for this marriage, for this friendship, for this workplace relationship, whatever this is. Whatever this is a marriage, if it's a friendship, if it's a workplace thing. I'm getting this as either a marriage or a friendship. But Pluto asks you, why does this have any power over you at all? What did you sell your soul for? A thing only has power over you if you sold your soul, a piece of your soul, for it. Because when that situation collapses or betrays you, you're going to feel it, because you sold a piece of your soul for it. You traded a piece of yourself for it. And this is what Pluto was asking you, has asked somebody, will be asking you. And you see yourself in the bottom of the underworld. Where's your person? I thought you said you were only whole when you had your person around you, but here you are in the bottom of the underworld and you're okay. You're standing up just totally fine. You're facing into this totally fine. You're totally fine. And that's what the broken sequence is. I feel like somebody's confidence is coming back. Somebody who's destroyed confidence because of their person betraying them. This was meant to happen. Oh, this was meant to happen, to bring you your confidence back, to deliver you back to your confidence. Understand that we are never, ever delivered to the light to escape our shadow, ever. We are delivered to the light by our shadow. So this sense of betrayal that you sold a piece of your soul in order to have is what betrayed you. So basically your shadow agreement with yourself about your relationship, that's what delivered you into, not the other person. This is your shadow relationship with a part of yourself that is not conscious yet. And when you go into the underworld to get the answers of this, you or maybe you already did, but you're going to see that, you may still, I'm feeling this is what restores the marriage, or this is what restores a relationship, or this is first what restores this person faith and friendship with themselves first. Then restores the relationship. This person becomes an overcomer of betrayal. Like I said, there's an affirmation of justice. There will be an affirmation of justice, but you didn't have to do anything. Nobody had to do anything to the other person in order to get a sense of justice. You got this sense of justice because of the work you did within yourself. Within yourself. This is what brings you your sovereignty back and your level of self-esteem back. Because you faced you, the part of you that you abandoned for the sake of this relationship. And I'm hearing like, almost like a dog, like a man's best friend. Your soul is loyal. The Creator's showing me this is the Creator's hand, but this is also your soul's hand also too. I love that, Creator. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Someone's guardian's coming down. They're no longer guarded like they were with the Queen of Swords here in reverse. The King of Swords. The guardian comes down. The guardian comes down. The guardian no longer needs to guard because the person is whole again. But not because of the other person, but because of themselves. Because of what this betrayal because their shadow brought them back to themselves. Their shadow brought them back to themselves. And there's the end of a cycle. It ended in a way that didn't feel that was tumultuous. And it's ended with a sense of imperfection. But it's okay because it's like it's perfectly imperfect. It's perfectly imperfect. What is the Two of Swords about, Creator? What is the Two of Swords? So what I'm getting is for some of you, there's going to be a lack of interest toward this relationship. For some of you, you will not be getting, for some of you, maybe this Two of Cups energy that is restored when you go through the underworld. For some of you, this is just with yourself. For others of you, it's with yourself and with your person. But for others of you, there's going to be a lack of interest. The Two of Cups is, the Two of Swords is also pleasure after pain. A balanced force. a sort of peace restored, a truce, an arrangement of differences, a sense of justice coming in. An aid to the weak and oppressed, unselfish. Somebody is very unselfish. So yeah, there's a lack of interest. There's like a forced gaiety and inflexibility. Somebody feels like they are having to force their step. They're not. Yeah, somebody, okay, I just heard when this came up, when this card first came up, I saw a scripture from the New Testament from Christ, and he said, divorce only exists because of the coldness of your hearts. And he was speaking to the masses. So whatever's happened here, somebody can't get over it. And it's not even over what happened. They can't get over their own inner alchemical process. Whatever's happened here, some sort of a sense of injustice, a sense of lost confidence, shattered confidence, something here. Yeah, they felt like they couldn't get over this at first. There was a forced gaiety and inflexibility. They felt very, very frustrated. They felt very, very frustrated. But they were able to work through this. They were able to work through a lot of this because it brought them into a sense of wanting to forgive, wanting to move forward, wanting to recover from this. Their will to recover gives them success, gives them a sense of victory. And that's what I mean. It's so true when Christ says divorce only happens because of the coldness of your own hearts. It's almost like freezing yourself in a state of agony and leaving yourself there forever. That's what that is. That's what unforgiveness is. And sometimes there are some things we go through that, yes, does do that. Some things, and I don't just mean when one marriage person cheats on the other person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other kinds of betrayal, other kinds of horrific things that people have faced into in their life. Somebody you love is murdered. How do you, you're going to have to try to figure out how to forgive the other person or however. You know, there are deep, deep wounds that can happen on the planet that hopefully people can find their way through. But whatever happens with you or somebody else, you do find your way through this. You go through the obstacles. Yes, the Aquarius energy. Something in the Aquarius reading too said two people climbed in. They climbed into the discomfort and they overcame it. They climbed into it and they felt it together. They felt the uncomfortableness together and they overcame it. And that's what I'm feeling here. And there's a contemplation. I don't see this as a disconnect. I see this as a contemplation about where you've come from, what you've just overcome, where you've come from, what's just happened. Are you kidding me, Creator? And then I hear the Creator says in this contemplation, you hear almost like understanding why this all happened. You hear like a little cosmic giggle from the universe. Because it was all designed to bring you back to you, for the both of you, for the both of you. It's designed, betrayal always is designed to bring us back to ourselves because we were dependent on the other person too much. We were dependent on them. What about you? You need to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, Creator, can we have an Egyptian Gods Oracle card, please, to close off this reading? Now that we've pulled the secrets from the cards, what do you want the collective? What do you want Pisces to do with this? What is the guidance for Pisces now? What is the suggested guidance for Pisces? Enlightenment, raw. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Enlightenment. Number 1. This is emergence, your persona, your emerging identity. Oh. First sun god, quote unquote, he who rises up climbing high in the sky, quote unquote. Life and prosperity come from the sun and its heart. Light and life. Okay, oh my gosh. Hello, Joanne, I'm so sorry. Life and prosperity come from the sun and its heat. Its symbol is the eye of Ra, also associated with the meaning of the third eye. The energy of Ra is vital, the source of creative growth. This deity instills clarity and transparency. There is nothing to fear under the influence of Ra. He helps you to heal wounds that restore lost harmony, but with action. Above all, he advises you to abandon the subterfuge of the moon and to act boldly and in the full light of day. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's what I feel this is about. The subterfuge of the moon, the deception of the moon, the illusion. The illusions, unconscious illusions that helped you invest into a relationship. You know, it's so true. I don't know if I said this in the Aquarius reading, but lies, it is known that lies uphold a marriage. Lies, governments are created from lies. Marriages are created on lies. All kinds of things are. That's what the subterfuge of the moon is. Whatever this marriage is, if it's going to survive, it can't survive with the subterfuge of the moon. It can't. It has to go forward into genuine light. And both people were reborn because of this experience. Beautiful experience. Whoever you are, you guys, that's what marriage is. It is about the willingness to work together, to grow together, to complement each other, to make room for each other. Okay, Stan Tatkin. Stan Tatkin's coming into this. Okay. I think I brought him into the Aquarius reading too, but I'm going to bring him into this reading too. One of the things that Stan Tatkin says, this third party is the mismanagement of thirds. Research Stan Tatkin, Tatkin. Him and his wife both do relationship therapy, relationship counseling. He's such an incredible speaker, because he makes room for both people, even in your frustration, even in your he makes room for that. There's got to be room for that in the marriage, like, hello. So he says things like a mismanagement of thirds. He said that is what will harm a relationship, is the mismanagement of thirds. He said a relationship is a unit of two people, and it is their responsibility and their duty for the relationship to protect each other from the world. You got to protect the marriage and each other from the world. This is the spirit of the marriage. You protect this like it's a third person, like it's the child between you, even though maybe you don't even have a child. Even if you do have kids, this is not speaking about the kids. This is speaking about the spirit of the marriage, the spirit of the union between you two. That's what needs to be protected. You treat that like it is a child. You protect it. You nurture it. You're kind to it. You're respectful to it. You nurture it. That's what makes a marriage grow. That's what makes a marriage flourish and live. It's like a plant. What happens if you don't ever water a plant and don't ever feed it and don't ever even acknowledge it? It's gonna unless it's one of those hell of a hardy plants that are completely whatever, it's often gonna die. It's not gonna live very healthily. So yes, this is, I'm feeling the enlightening. This is for both of you. This is for both of you. I'm speaking to a power couple. Whoever this is, whoever you guys are, I was actually thinking you weren't going to survive the relationship. Some of you weren't going to survive in this one, but no, you totally do. Yeah, it makes sense you're pissed off at the start when you're first going through the first initial emotions of betrayal or sabotage. Yeah, you're going to want to run like hell. You're going to want to get the hell out of it. But it's not about the other person. It's about being able to embrace yourself when you're in a betrayal. It's about not running from yourself. That's what that's about. Most people don't want to feel betrayal, therefore they will run from themselves. Like I said, a person will run from their betrayed selves and leave themselves there. That's so sad. I find that incredibly sad. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Whoever you guys are, power couple, job well done. You guys have done amazing. It's an honor for me to read this. Alrighty, Pisces, you guys have a beautiful day and awesome. Job well done. thumbs up. All right, you guys, you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. All right.